Greetings and welcome to my YouTube channel, One Who Sees Tarot. This is going to be your reading, today's tarot. And today is Sunday, September the 20th, 2020. Interesting set of numbers. Today, I'm going to talk a little bit about the words that you speak. The theme for today, the Spirit gave it to me. It has to do with the words that you speak. Spirit guide has already been invoked and the cards have been anointed, shuffled, and cut according to the amount of times and directions given to me by my spirit guide. And so with your kind permission, may I begin a look at and an interpretation of the sacred tarot. Before I turn over the cards and begin to interpret the cards for you, let's talk about the words that you speak. Some of you are talking to the wrong people, and so you're following the guys that you can't tell everybody your business. Well, you can't tell the wrong people your business, that's for sure. And if the people that are in your circle are the kind of people that you can't discuss things that you feel passionate about and talk about your goals and your dreams, then you are in the wrong circle. People of similar interests usually associate with each other, and usually the conversations are comfortable, and people do not feel jealous, they don't feel intimidated, because basically, if you're thriving and if you're going in a certain direction, usually the people that you're associating with are going in a direction that is either similar or complementary. You must watch the words of your mouth. You must watch what you say, more so than watching who you say it to, although there is a time to be silent. But in this cycle of manifestation that we are in, and I'm really sorry that everybody did not participate in this cycle, but in this cycle of manifestation, it is important that we understand the power of the spoken word. Let your words leave your mouth. Let your words of your mouth and the meditations of your heart leave your mouth and not return unto you empty, but let them accomplish the things that you want them to accomplish. Let the words of your mouth speak to the things that you want to manifest. Talk about it, be about it, think about it, dream about it, eat, sleep, and drink it in order for you to achieve it. Alrighty? Alright, let's see what the Spirit has to say regarding the cards. Alright. Okay. Good. So some of you need to speak an end to something. I see that. Thank you, Spirit. Some of you need to speak an end to something because you know that something is going on that's not right. And this is a time for you to speak an end to that thing so that you can get finished with the misery that you've been dealing with. Some of you need to face it, and some of you need to go ahead and address it. Some of you need to spend some time alone getting your thoughts together. So as you go forward during this manifestation cycle, you have a plan, you have a dream, you have written down your plan. If all of you were with me during this manifestation cycle, you would receive a video. I'm getting ready to record a video which talks a lot about written word and spoken word as it relates to manifestation. Some of you are getting ready to speak a word and then you're going to move on. When you speak that word and when you speak it in your spirit first and then out from your mouth, you're going to move on to something. You're going to heal. You're going to have your supplies replenished. Some of you are definitely dealing with some information right now and you're blocked. You don't even know what to say. This is a time for you to say it. And you could say, listen, this relationship is good, but these are the things that I'm having some concerns with. You could also say to someone who has hurt your feelings, you could say, you know, you really did hurt my feelings when you said X, Y, and Z. See, that will help you to move on from something. As I was praying and meditating before the reading, one of my spirit guides appeared to me dressed in red. Red is the color for love. The message there, it's also the color for life, but the message there is that this is a time when we should give more love. So this is a time for you to love yourself enough to say the things that are good to you, to say the things that are right for you, and to say the things that are not pleasing to you. This is also a time for loving people enough to forgive them, right? So you tell them, I love you, and I forgive you for what you said, because I don't think you actually meant to say that. I don't think you actually meant to hurt my feelings, right? That type of thing. This is also a time for you to give love to your enemies. Uh-oh, that's an interesting concept. Yeah, you see, your enemies out there, people that you consider to be enemies, you're carrying them around with you. And that's part of your burden, and that's part of your sleepless nights. You're carrying them around with you, and actually what you need to do is you need to forgive them. You need to go ahead and bless them right where they are, bless them, and then move on from them. Right? That's what you need to do. You need to let that thing die, but you can't let it die unless you've come to terms with it. Unless you have come to terms, and you have the strength to do it. You have the strength. Whoever this message is for, it's a powerful message. I can tell you that much. This is a time for you to speak abundance. This is a time for you to speak abundance. There are lessons that need to be learned. There are things that you need to reflect on. But this is a time for you to speak abundance into your life. This is a time for you to speak healing into your life. This is a time for you to understand that there's some money out there waiting for you. But you can't get it because you're afraid to get it. You can't get it because you're not talking about it. You're not being about it. This is a time for you to get up and make something happen for yourself. If you have an interview coming up soon, this is a time for you to get to yourself and study. This is a time for you to, it's a time for you to understand that where you are may not necessarily be the opportunity that you really want for the rest of your life. And so it's a time for you to do something and make something happen. It sure is. For some of you, this is a time for you to return to school. And for some of you, you've been hiding that issue that you didn't finish school, or hiding the issue that you need to go back to school, and you need to face it and you need to handle it. Some of you, as I said, some of you are feeling stuck in something. And while you're feeling stuck in something, the way the cards are laying out, you're feeling stuck in something and you're feeling limited, but right around the corner from where you are, right around the corner in time and in space, there's abundance coming for you. There's abundance that is coming for you. Some of you don't feel as if you're the master in your workplace. You don't feel as if you're the master in your career. And you don't feel as if they appreciate you. You don't feel as if people are working with you. I get it. I get it. I get it. That's why it's a time for you to get up and make something happen. This is also a very good time for you to speak the word over those legal issues, those governmental contractual issues. This is a good time, not just for the spoken word. This is a good time for the written word. I have a friend who's in the doctoral program, working on her doctorate degree in psychology. And I encourage her to talk about it to me. I encourage her to read it and talk about things to me, because I need to be the type of friend that can share in her joy. And I need to be the type of friend that can encourage her. If you don't have that type of person, then you need to be by yourself. Alrighty? So forgive people enough that you need to move on from them instead of carrying them around with you. But at the same token, you need to be able to love yourself enough to know that you deserve to have people in your circle. And if you just remove some of the stuff that's in your circle and some of the people that's in your circle, make those tough decisions, what will happen is you're going to open up a space for the universe to send you the people or the person that you deserve and the people that you need to be around. Okay? Yeah. So you have these sleepless nights, some of you, and part of it has to do with worrying about the job, and some of you are frustrated with the job, and it's causing you to have sleepless nights. And part of it has to do with the fact that everything is not being revealed to you in the job. Some things are hidden from you. And so you feel as if there's something that, is not right for you, and you're probably right. Trust your feelings. This is also a good time to trust your feelings. Trust your gut. I do see where conflict is all around you. Some of you are dealing with conflict. And as you're dealing with conflict, you need to speak peace to the conflict. You need to speak peace to your own spirit. You need to get to yourself, and you need to understand the purpose and the reasons for meditation, for prayer, and for affirmations. Some of you need to stop going back to something. Some of you need to stop going back to something. Yeah, you keep going back. You say one thing and you do another. So that's another thing about the spoken word. The words that you speak, let them be yes or no. Let them be yes or no, sure or not. So don't say something if you're not going to do it. And don't keep saying it and keep not doing it. Because what you're doing is you're growing the negative and you need to grow the positive. This is a time for you to speak it, to be it. I want you to think about it. I want you to believe it in your spirit that you deserve the best. I want you to dream about it. I want you to talk about it. I want you to write it down. I want you to read books about it, read magazines about it. I want you to go and visit the things that you want. I want the best for you. Okay? I'm going to stop there. Let the words of your mouth and the meditations of your heart leave you, leave your mouth and not return to you empty, but return to you having accomplished that which you needed. Stay blessed, my friends. Talk to you soon.